My mind is in so many places at once, I can't focus on anything. I'm supposed to be writing a paper on bird calls, but instead I'm thinking about what would happen if seagulls with human legs and laser eyes took over the world. I'm supposed to be emptying the dishwasher, but instead I'm daydreaming about swimming in a vat of baked beans. Something about being confined in a house all day is making me go completely crazy. My ideas bouncing and running all over my room, forcing me to chase after them with a notebook, hurriedly sketching them out before they disappear. These days, the only place my mind calms down and lets me take a breath is the ocean. The waves repeat the same motion over and over again, almost meditatively, and the strong wind wipes my mind of any stray thoughts. It's beautiful.
Well, I'm 14. I'm from San Francisco, California. I have a sister, a mom, and a dad. I have 2 pets, a cat and a dog, and I like to ride my bike.
So you're someone with ADHD, and COVID is very much affecting people, is affecting the education that people are receiving. Which way have you been affected?
I mean, the one way that's affected me is not being able to see my friends and even my neighbors that live like right next door.
How does that help you with your education?
I mean, they help me, I don't know, I can ask them like about different projects that I'm working on and different ways to help me. Like Mary, my neighbor, has helped me on different writing projects for school because I'm not a good writer, and I just tell her what I need and she'll write it down for me.
A lot of people with ADHD will use things like Adderall and Ritalin and medications. Do you use any?
I took them for a while, but when I'd come home after a long day at school, I'd have a big meltdown, and it gave me what I've never really had it, but it gave me depression, and it made me boring throughout the day, and I wasn't the same person when I came home either. And I don't know, it just made me like fatigued and lazy.
What do you mean by boring?
Well, I'm usually like a happy-go-lucky guy and always trying to make everyone happy and make jokes and keep everything lighthearted. But at school and at home, I would just like sit there and not talk to anyone. Or like when I was at home, I'd have like a meltdown walking through the door and stuff. And it was, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. I just wasn't as talkative and as, yeah.
You said you felt depressed. What do you mean by depressed?
Everything just felt like dark and sad, and I don't really know how to explain it. I was just not happy on it.
So when it comes to staying on top of everything, is it easier or harder working from home for you?
Well, I have pretty good internet and I have computers I can use, so I consider myself pretty lucky, considering the circumstances. But I know a lot of my friends and my peers don't have that access to the internet and different electronics to use to talk to each other and like Zoom and do school. So I am very lucky to have internet and electronics to use.
So you went into the BAVC program because you like bloggers, you like blogging. With everything that you've learned, how do you think that's going to inform your career moving forward?
I mean, I did think, and I still do want to, after the BAVC is all done and all the camera movements are done, it would probably be a lot of fun to start a YouTube channel and try doing something with it, even if it's just talking about what I've learned in BAVC or doing different fun stuff to, I don't know, create something fun. I don't know, just work with what I've got and what I've learned and just keep going.
I hate the suburbs. I hate the cookie cutter houses, the white picket fences, the perfectly paved roads, the yellow dotted lines that are each painted exactly 3.5 feet apart. I hate how this place feels like a human gerbil cage designed by aliens. They gave us stale seeds, the occasional cucumber, one exercise wheel, and a square foot of freedom. I hate everything this place represents. Conformity, rules, tradition. As much as I hate this dry and sterile neighborhood, it's my home. It has character. I'll always remember my mom walking me home from school. We'd hold hands and she'd ask me what I learned, and I'd tell her about a book I read or what happened during recess. When I leave, I'll miss this place, and its slight breeze in the air, and the bay's crashing waves onto my quiet town. San Leandro.
Hey! Oh, whoa, wow, that came out wrong. Hi, my name is Melvin, and I'm 17, living in San Francisco, living a good life, you know what I mean? I'm kidding, I'm still trapped in quarantine, just like all of you. Surprise, surprise. Wow, shocker. So, here's my life. I'm supposed to be recording with my thingy. Honestly, you're probably wondering what is the point of all this. And the thing is, I don't have a reason to believe that I'm just another person in this world. And the reason I say that, and the reason why I just suddenly start off with that, is because I tend to put myself down sometimes, because I think just there's no place in the world for me. And I know that sounds kind of depressing. It is kind of depressing. Game of Thrones. What? But the thing is, I always try to remind myself that there's always going to be something, if not something, then someone that just reminds you that that's not true. And it's a common thing in life to feel worthless, and I feel like everybody should know that. I feel like, take it from my point in this whole quarantine times that we are in right now, I'm just living whatever life I have, and it's my life, and the most that I can do, the most I know that I can do, is just live it. Honestly, that's as simple as I can put it, because I tend to just ramble on and on, but I think this is just a way to just show that life can just be simple as long as you see it that way, and there's nothing that can change it other than you. Nothing or no one, I mean. And if life can be simple, wouldn't you want it to be? I guess all I can say is that after so many things that I've gone through in my life, and the many gracious and wonderful people that I've met, and just the overall experience of life, I think it really pushes you to be who you are today. And I believe that my life is meant to go like this. Sure, I may not have a lot. My life certainly doesn't give me a lot. I don't have a lot. But hey, it's the consideration that counts, right? And hopefully when quarantine is over, we've all learned and realized that everything that was taken away from us has a value of its own. And we should be highly appreciative for what they are, because I certainly am. And as I said, it's just simple. It's a simple life that I like to have. So,
What about to do too?
yeah. Guess I'll end it with a note on that.
Swing. Nice. This is Enrico. This is Enrico 11100. Back to the show.
Hey, where's Maya?
She's in her room. Was out for a whole 45 minutes.
Well, at least that's better
Never
than
could have
yesterday.
been.
Maybe 20 minutes outside? What's she up to?
What do you think? She's probably on her phone.
I think that thing's taken over her life.
Yeah, you'd think she would be able to exist without it.
What do we want to do with the yard? The electricity.
Electricity bill. I want to get that done. Maya, dinner's ready. We're having pasta. It's your favorite.
Not my favorite, but coming.
Never could have been thinking I would know what the future bring. All the highs and lows. Said I'm gonna win, though the world might spin. Now I'm sitting here like I'm no one. It rains down on me. All the phone calls I'm ignoring. See, I'm a mess just trying to get.
Did you hear something?